Every 4 years, the French port of Saint-Malo hosts an offshore classic, the Route du Rhum. Over 1 million people come to see the sailors prepare to leave on the 3,500-mile transatlantic sprint. This year, Sidney Gavinier will be sailing single-handed for the first time. He's racing Oman Sail's massive 32-metre trimaran, Oman Air Marjan. Leaving Saint-Malo, competitors face a vast stretch of Atlantic Ocean to their destination of Guadeloupe in the Caribbean. Their estimated time of arrival, anything from 8 days to 3 weeks.
3, 2, 1, stop! Bon départ pour la route du Rhum, la banque postale 2010. Bon départ.
For the first 2 days, competitors were euphoric to be underway and free from the shackles of land.
Allez, roulez, petit bolide, yihoo!
Then strategy came into play on day 2 for the ultimate class. Amongst the front runners were Sidney Gavinier and Frank Camas, who earlier this year had recorded the fastest ever crewed lap of the planet on board Groupama 3. With a windless hole over the Azores, Camas decided to go south, while Gavinier went north. This decision turned quickly in Camas's favour, singing along at 26 knots with the wind behind, while Gavinier bashed into headwinds.
Second day, afternoon. I'm alright, and the boat as well. No worries. But it's a little bumpy, as you can see. All good.
But then on the evening of day 3, everything changed for Gavinier. In a flurry of calls back to Race HQ in Paris, it was established that Oman Air Marjan had suffered a catastrophic dismasting and that Gavinier was looking for help.
Voilà, le bateau est couché sur l'eau. J'ai appelé, on voit le mât cassé. J'ai appelé Jean Morel et maintenant j'appelle mon équipe. Allô? Allô?
Minutes after the dismasting, the decision was to abandon ship. Words that strike a chill in every sailor's heart.
Ouais, pour ma famille, je suis safe, hein, je suis dans ma combi Cotton. J'ai aucun bobo. Le bateau est sec à l'intérieur et j'ai mon grab bag et le radeau à portée de main.
So what's happened is that we had a phone call from Sydney at about 4:45 this afternoon, French time, to say that he had some serious problems on board, that his forward beam had broken, and as a consequence, his mast had broken. He's not injured, and now he's assessed the situation. He's safe inside the central hull of Oman Air Marjan. What's happening next is that Sydney, he set off his EPIRB, so now the search and rescue services in Portugal are coordinating the rescue because he's in their waters. They're in direct contact with Jean Morel, who is the race director of the Route du Rhum. So the search and rescue services in Portugal are looking at the options available to get Sydney off the boat.
The nearest boat to Gavinier was a cargo ship en route to Turkey. It was this ship that would attempt to rescue Gavinier.
Alexander, can you see me over? Yes, I can see you well. I'm slightly on your starboard bow, over.
Remarkably, he even filmed his rescue.
Sydney is safe. He's on board the cargo ship. It's not easy to get on the cargo ship, but it's very quickly anyway, in 1 hour. And at the moment, we're going to have a shower and so they're talking about the rescue and the problem on the boat in 1 hour with your team.
Je suis dans la cabine du cargo qui m'a récupéré. C'était épique. Voilà, on s'arrête à Gibraltar ou à Malte, on ne sait pas encore, dans 3 jours ou 6. Et voilà, ça fait bizarre de se retrouver tout seul et face à soi-même encore une fois. Ouais.
While Gavinier remained collected during his rescue, Camas was flying. Destination Guadeloupe, all competition in his wake. Finally, Gavinier was dropped off in Gibraltar and welcomed by his wife, Caroline.
I really felt well prepared, and I think you know, I was planning to do this race to change, and I think I changed, and I think now this focus will I will keep this focus.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Usually I'm not looking forward, I like to live the moment, but I have to admit that I am a bit looking forward for the coming days, just to see how we keep moving on and build the future.
As Gavinier shared precious time with his wife, at the front of the fleet that he crashed out of, the battle was on. Camas was leading. It was a position he wouldn't give up lightly. After 9 days and 3 hours of hard sailing, Frank Camas crossed the finish line in Guadeloupe. A euphoric moment for the 37-year-old Frenchman.
Le Rhum, c'est sûr qu'on ne peut que la vouloir, hein, c'est une épreuve magique. Donc quand on arrive à être en tête ici à Pointe-à-Pitre, c'est génial. Je me disais ça ce matin, profite. J'étais au nord de Guadeloupe, profite, c'est rare d'être en tête à quelques heures de l'arrivée, donc c'était vraiment un pur bonheur aujourd'hui.
Frank Camas can boast of having one of the best offshore sailing CVs in the world. Whatever the course or the boat, he is formidable. And he can now add victory in the Route du Rhum 2010.